Hello friends. So in this video we will learn about the practical examples related to the Unit 8 advanced reporting techniques. The theory section I have already covered, so that the link for that video you will find in this video description. I recommend you go through that video first so that you will better understand the concepts covered here. So in this video I'll be going to cover about the data tracking, then how we can use other additional functions like NoFilter, then RunningSum, RunningAverages, like that. So that functions, how we can use additional report functions. So first let's take an about eFashion in yours to learn about the data tracking. So I'm just taking year, quarter, and sales revenue to in this report, and I'll just add one more filter with the query filter is having in list as Q1 and Q2, and I'll just run this query. Okay, so this is the one simple example or simple report we can say, where it is showing year wise, quarter, and sales revenue. So now, and this is for just quarter 1 and quarter 2, and now if I want to make a data tracking on, means suppose I want to make a data tracking on, so what I can do means I can go to the analysis tab in data tracking. I'll just click on this track to activate the data tracking. So I will just say once I click on this track, I get an option like tracking off, or compare with the last refresh, or compare with the last refresh, or compare with the date refresh from. I can change the formatting as well. Means suppose I can say means I want it there is a change, increase value, decrease value, or changes, or insertion, or delete. So suppose there is a delete background color, if there is a delete, so what I can say, I want this yellow highlighted inserted. If there is an insertion, means then I say means it is the background color is like this. So these are the different types of changes like insertion, deletion, changes, increase value, decrease value. These are the different types of changes we can track under data tracking. And I'll just click on OK. So I'll say refresh data now. For now, it is not going to change anything here because we haven't changed the data in this since last refresh. Now what I'll do, I'll go to the data access. I will edit the query with the data filter. I will apply, instead of Q1 and Q2, I'll just remove this. I will add Q3 and Q4. And now I'll run this query. Once I run this query, if you see means whatever the yellow highlighted as removed, like Q1 and Q2 data, and Q3 and Q4, which is the green highlighted data, is nothing but it is inserted data. So this way, this is data tracking can be applied or activated. And now if you see when data tracking is applied, there are two macro cubes getting stored internally in the web intelligence server, which is nothing but for the first reference data set. So this is the first reference data set, which is here yellow highlighted, and the second means which is the current data set, which is for the current reference data set, data sets. So there are two macro cubes getting created. Okay, so this is all about how we can make this data tracking activated. I hope you have understood this. Let's move to the new function in this report. Now what I'll do, I will close this. I will create a new report. Means I will show you means how we can apply the no filter functions. Now for this I will add store name as one object and sales revenue. Just click on run query. So now if you see, this is the report which is giving the data for all store names with the its sales revenue. Now what I want just top three product or stores revenue. So for that, what I'll do, I'll just use ranking. So how we can use the ranking means we'll go to the analysis tab, and in analysis tab there is a filters tab. In ranking, I'll add a ranking. I will say just top 3 sales revenue by store name and click on OK. Now if you see, this is a store name which is giving top 3 records, and now I'll just sum up it. So this is sum for top 3 stores. Now suppose now I wanted to see for all the stores apart from this top 3, I wanted to get the other stores. So what for that purpose, how we can achieve this? So for that, let's do this. Means I will add one row here. I will select this. I'm not getting that option here, but anyway, I will add this. Insert row below. So I want here sum of all other stores. So if I do this, and how we can do this means if I use this sum of sales revenue function, this will give the same result. But if I'm using NoFilter function here, it will give the rest of the stores data, but it will include this data as well. So to if you minus this from here, then it will give just the remaining store data. So I'll just remove this. Now if you see, this has been changed. Now suppose I would just want for all the stores data. So how we can do this? I want sum of all stores. Then I can just simply use this function here, but it will not give, it will just give this this value top 3. For this, what I can do is I can use now see. So this is the use of this no filter function, so that it will override any filters, also ignores the ranking. So that is the use of no filter. Okay, so I hope you have understood this no filter function. Let's come to the another aggregate functions related to this. So for this, let's see, means I'll just delete this for now. Because I wanted to show you the running function. So running function is nothing but whatever the values, I will just remove this ranking as well, so that it will come the values here as all values. So now how we can use the RunningSum function? Let's add one column here. So here it will say running function, or not running function, it should be running total. Here what we'll do, we will say sales revenue. So if I say this sales revenue, but we will add RunningSum function. If you see, what happen means when we apply RunningSum, this first value come is here, but it will get added to this value, and then it will be displayed here. Again this will displayed here. Now suppose so all this will be added one by one to each, and finally it will display the total. Suppose I will show you means the total here. See, this total and this total will match because it will be adding a running sum. So this is the use of the running function means if you want. So let's see means I'll just add one more. I'll show you one more thing means how we can reset this. I add year, and I'm just running the query, and I will add this year here. Okay, so I will add a break for this as well, so that it will be better to see. Now if you see, this is year, this value got added to this one, it got uh, added, so that it will carry it over next year as well. So if you want to reset this, so on where we can reset means we can say as running sum semicolon, then we can specify uh, as year objects, just reset on year object. So we wanted to specify the position as well for this. Okay, so actually this will not work because we wanted to have this year function. Okay, so the way I wanted to show you is like means this will reset because I need some other scenario to get this data, because here is not compatible with this running sum. That is why it is giving the error. So this value will reset after a year on break. So that way we can use this reset function, reset dimension. So this is the use of running sum. There are other functions like running average, running total, running count as well. So or running min, I can use running min as well. Min max, let's say, I'll show you how we can use running min and max. So this is the minimum value, it will show up here, it will get added here means by default. See, for each year means it is the minimum value. If I say max as well, it will show the maximum value for that particular year. Okay, so this is all about this running functions. I hope you have understood this concept. If you have any questions, then please put it in a comment section. I will be happy to answer it. If you like my video, then please like it. If you have any other questions, then please put it in the comment section as well. And please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.